Well, somehow December's already on its way out. It's almost 2026. Christmas time is upon us. I've done a lot of Christmas movies over the years. I've seen Christmas saved every which way you could possibly imagine. But somehow, I haven't quite gotten around to the best Christmas movie, The Muppet Christmas Carol. The 1992 generation-defining masterpiece that isn't just the best Christmas movie. It's also a relic of a bygone era. I felt the same way when I did my video on Hook a couple days ago. It's just such a time and a place that the world's never gonna go back to. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up loving the Muppets. I still love the Muppets. I don't understand how Disney isn't just cranking out Muppet stuff left and right. But not that they do makes any sense anyway, so what do I know? But all the same, what better time to finally give it a watch than right now? You know what I mean? Come along, kids. Let's take a walk.
Oh. Well, that was a fine meal.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yes, where should we do now?
Let's have a lunch.
Oh, good idea.
So, the greatest Christmas movie of all time starts with Gonzo and Rizzo out there selling apples on the streets of 1940s London, I think.
Hello! Welcome to the Muppet Christmas Carol. I am here to tell the story.
And I am here for the food.
My dude, you are preaching to the choir right now. Every function I've ever been to, everyone else is always like, golly gee, I sure hope they have an open bar. And I'm always just in the back like, hey, yo, they got mozzarella sticks in here?
My name is Charles Dickens.
And my name is Rizzo the Rat. Hey, wait a second. You're not Charles Dickens.
I am too.
No, a blue furry Charles Dickens who hangs out with a rat.
Absolutely.
Charles Dickens was a 19th century novelist, a genius.
I don't know, man. You ever actually sit and read a Charles Dickens book? Like, they don't make a whole lot of sense. The dude's always just talking about so much stuff that doesn't matter to anything. But okay, so Gonzo is playing the part of Charles Dickens, aka the narrator of the story. And he introduces us to the main character, Ebenezer Scrooge, the rich businessman, banking money guy that everyone hates and he hates him back even more.
Is it getting cold around here?
When a cold wind blows, it chills you to the bone.
But there's nothing in nature that freezes your heart like years of being alone.
Hey, whoa, listen, okay? Maybe he's just alone all the time because he has to spend like 30 minutes per drawing that's only gonna be on screen for a 1/12 of a second, okay? Or maybe it's because everyone else is always so freaking annoying all the time. Huh? You ever considered that? You ever tried interacting with any other person ever? Horrible experience. Anyway, so it's the day before Christmas. Scrooge is working everyone to the bone because that's how he works, and by that I mean he just sits there and does whatever the heck this is. And as I laid my head down on the Kool-Aid Man's soft thighs, he whispered into my ear, "You're doing a great job. I'm sorry no one else understands how brilliant and talented you are," as he caressed what remained of my soft silver locks, withered from years of being so cool and awesome and better than everyone else. All he cares about is money and being grumpy.
Let us deal with the eviction notices for tomorrow, Mr. Cratchit.
Tomorrow's Christmas, sir.
Very well. You may gift wrap them.
There's something profoundly sad about how Charles Dickens wrote about this in like 1843, and nothing's really changed since then. Like, this story could totally be set in 2025. You wouldn't even have to change that much. So as you can see, Scrooge really lives up to his name in a retroactive kind of way. He hates happiness, he hates laughter and fun, making merry, he hates holidays. What's everybody gotta be so happy about? Now on this day, Scrooge's nephew comes to visit and bid him a happy holidays, which he does not appreciate whatsoever.
Christmas a humbug, Uncle? Oh, you don't mean that, surely.
If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be cooked with his own turkey and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Well,
That's a heck of a sentence you just said there, my dude.
Oh, Uncle, come and have Christmas dinner with me and Clara tomorrow.
Why ever did you get married?
Why? Because I fell in love.
Yeah, Uncle Scrooge, I fell in love, and every day is wonderful and happy until a few years from now when I suddenly wake up and realize that who I am has slowly been stripped away piece by piece so I could fit into her bizarro fantasy romance world that's like 30% Twilight, 30% K-drama, and 40% whatever fanfic she read that week. So as I said, today is the day before Christmas, and so Scrooge's workers are wondering if they could perhaps maybe get the day off tomorrow? One such worker in particular is Bob Cratchit.
Tomorrow's Christmas. If you please, Mr. Scrooge, why open the office tomorrow? Other businesses will be closed. You'll have no one to do business with. It'll waste a lot of expensive coal for the fire.
yes, that's definitely a good point.
Take the day off.
And so everyone goes home for the day, excited to celebrate Christmas, and Scrooge goes back to his secret lair of darkness.
Scrooge lived in chambers which had once belonged to his old business partners, Jacob and Robert Marley.
Have some bread?
Not while I'm working.
Okay, suit yourself.
The building was a dismal heap of brick on a dark street.
Ah, yes, fellow millennial, I see. And so Scrooge turns in for the night, preparing his usual luxurious dinner of whatever the heck this is. Like, excuse me? It's the stalest bread, the oldest cheese anyone's ever seen. I mean, you thought British food was bad now. Like, you know this dude's gonna be farting. Anyway, so Scrooge is there eating his Christmas Eve feast, and suddenly the ghosts of his old business partners appear, covered in chains, which kind of gets Scrooge's attention, because, you know, this is a little out of the ordinary.
Oh, look! It's Ebenezer Scrooge!
Looking older and more wicked than ever.
I knew he wouldn't disappoint us!
Who are you?
In life, we were your partners, Jacob.
And Robert Marley!
Well, this is really gonna cut into my sitting around time. So these guys tell Scrooge that he's gonna be visited by 3 spirits who are gonna tell him some really important stuff. And Scrooge is like, huh, that's cool. Anyway, guess I'll go to sleep now, which I certainly would not do after all that, but hey, what do I know?
Whoa, that's scary stuff. Hey, should we be worried about the kids in the audience?
No, it's all right. This is culture.
Oh, jelly bean? I had them in my pocket all along.
Man, I love this movie. And so, as Scrooge sleeps, the clock tolls 1. So, like, does this clock do this every hour, every night? Because, like, no wonder this dude's always in a bad mood.
Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
The childlike empress. So as you may have heard, this is the ghost of Christmas past. Probably the most important ghost for our story here, because she shows Scrooge, and therefore us, how exactly he became, you know, this guy. It all started back when he was a young boy. I don't know what year it is, but given the harsh realities of life in 1840s London, I assume this Scrooge is probably like 24. So this is probably like about 10 years ago or something.
It was the afternoon of Christmas Eve, and Scrooge was conscious of 1,000 odors.
Yeah, boy, you're telling me. You know these streets must have smelled crazy. So even as a young boy, Scrooge was never really interested much in Christmas or fun or happiness.
I know it all so well, Spirit. The desks, the smell of the chalk. I chose my profession in this room.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry. So you were like 9 and decided that you really wanted to evict people on Christmas Eve? I mean, I just wanted to be Goku. Now we see the years go by as Scrooge spends all of his Christmases alone in the cold, dark schoolhouse.
Cares about stupid old Christmas.
I was often alone. More time for reading and study. The Christmas holiday was a chance to get some extra work done.
Hey, listen, there ain't nothing in the rule book that says you can't stay home alone on Christmas and watch a bunch of 90s anime OVAs, okay? And so we see Scrooge finally graduate from school at the ripe old age of, like, 12? How old is this kid? And he gets his first job all the way in the big fancy city of London.
A moment later, Scrooge found himself standing on a city street, looking at a building he had not seen in years.
Tell me, Ebenezer Scrooge, do you know this place?
Know it? My first job was here. This is Fuzzy-Wig's old rubber chicken factory.
A job at the rubber chicken factory. Man, I was born in the wrong generation, I'll tell you that right now. I could have been doing this my whole life. Now, we jump forward in time to a Christmas after Scrooge has been working at this job for several years. It's the annual Fozzie-Wig Christmas party, so everyone around town is gathered together to share in each other's merriment and pretend to be oh so interested in what your baby just did the other day. Sure, show me pictures. Where else am I gonna go?
Oh, well, that's better. Welcome to Fozzie-Wig and Mom's annual Christmas party. At this time in the proceedings, it is a tradition for me to make a little speech.
And it's a tradition for us to take a little nap.
Now, a little after this, Scrooge accidentally bumps into someone that will change the course of his life forever.
Oh, these annual Christmas parties. I love them so much, I think we'll do it twice a year. No,
excuse me.
Oh, Master Scrooge.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, praise the Lord, someone who's not a Muppet. Although, between you and me, Mrs. Fozzie over here could totally get it, you know what I'm saying? Now, we get the sense that Belle and Scrooge strike up a cordial relationship that blossoms into something, I assume.
You remember this meeting?
Yes.
There was, of course, another Christmas Eve with this young woman, some years later.
Oh, please. Do not show me that Christmas.
Yeah, you know, I had the same reaction if the Ghost of Christmas Past came to me. Okay, anything after my 12th birthday we can just skip. All right, I'm the Ghost of Christmas Past. Let's examine your life from grade 6 until high school graduation. No, it's okay, it's fine. We can skip all that here. Let's just, there's kindergarten to 5th grade, and then I'm 30. But so we see Scrooge and Belle a few years later. Things are not super great.
Barely clearing expenses.
You said the partnership was the goal.
This is for you. I love you, Bill.
You did once.
Why has this movie got to be so real? And so this is the turning point in Scrooge's life that made him into who he is today. You fumble one hot girl, that's it, you're done? What's even the point after that? Now this takes us to the Ghost of Christmas Present, a large jolly fellow who only ever lives in the now, man.
Did I tell you that I am the Ghost of Christmas Present?
You did, yeah. You're a little absent-minded spirit.
No, I'm a large absent-minded spirit. My mind is filled with the here and now.
So this spirit takes him all around town on this day before Christmas to see what everyone's doing while Scrooge was trying his best to stomach all of this. Like his nephew with his friends and family all enjoying a nice rousing game of 20 questions.
A cockroach!
No.
Oh, leech!
Oh dear, it's too wonderful.
Wait, I know. An unwanted creature, but not a rat-a-leech or a cockroach.
What?
It's Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, this is like what I imagine every party I didn't get invited to was like. All right, fellow popular kids, you know what time it is. Everyone's favorite game, Trash Talk Alex Meyers, specifically behind his back. But you know, this scene's actually really interesting, I think, because like we see that Scrooge wants to join in. He wants to play the game, right? He actually really wants to be involved, but he also avoids it at the same time, which I feel like it's one of those weird psychology things that a lot of people do, you know what I mean? The spirit also shows him what's going on in Bob Cratchit's house. They have a small but respectable dinner going on, prepared by Mr. Cratchit's bodacious wife, you know what I'm saying?
Peter, do not stop turning that spit. That is the whole secret of a properly roasted goose.
It smells so good, Mother.
It does, doesn't it?
What is that voice? Scrooge also learns that Mr. Cratchit has a son named Tiny Tim, who's not doing so well in terms of, like, every single metric you could use.
The goose! The goose!
Oh, no, now, son. Now you've gotten too excited. You go sit in your chair a moment. Okay, rest a moment.
God bless us. Everyone.
Okay, Tim, shut up. No one asked. Now, Scrooge had no idea about any of this, of course, because, like, why would he, you know? And suddenly he becomes very concerned about Tiny Tim, and the spirit tells him that if everything continues like it's going right now, then they're gonna turn Tiny Tim into a chair. And then finally we have the spirit of Christmas future, which basically tells Scrooge that by next Christmas he's gonna be dead, and no one will care, no one will miss him. In fact, everyone's gonna be real happy that he's gone.
Answer me one more question. Are these the shadows of things that will be, or are they the shadows of things that may be only? Why would you show me this if I was past all hope?
And so Scrooge wakes up back in his room. It's Christmas morning. There's still time to change his ways.
Oh, they're not torn down. They're here. And I'm here. More's a miracle. Oh.
Hey, you know, I literally did the exact same thing when I finished up my Hook video a few days ago, and I came out the other side looking like friggin' Tom Hanks from Castaway. After I finish one of my videos, I always crawl out of my office like Robin Williams getting released from Jumanji, you know? What year is it? And so the end of the movie, Scrooge buys a turkey that's twice the size of Tiny Tim.
I'll bring it to Bob Cratchit's house. What a surprise it'll be. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim.
Could you imagine? Scrooge goes around being happy and jolly to everyone. He's handing out presents and toys, which seems like a nice gesture, but remember, this is like 1843, so it's like, oh wow, a wooden block, my favorite. I can't wait to go home and put it next to my hoop and stick. Finally, he makes his way over to Bob Cratchit's house and wants to give him and his family a little surprise.
Bob Cratchit, I've had my fill of this.
And I have had my fill of you, Mr. Scrooge.
And therefore, Bob Cratchit.
And therefore, you can leave this house at once.
And therefore, I'm about to raise your salary.
Oh, and I am about to raise you right off the pavement.
I'm sorry, she just like slams him right into the wall. Hey, my boyfriend said no pickles on his hamburger, okay? So I'm sure you've seen other people talk about this before, but like in the book, it says that Bob Cratchit was paid 15 shillings a week, which would put him at around $14 an hour. So like this dude's tragically low, like cautionary tale salary is still more money than minimum wage today. But all the same, then Scrooge and Bob's family all feast on the giant turkey together, and Scrooge turns his whole life around.
And Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more.
And, Tiny Tim?
And Tiny Tim, who did not die.
Oh, isn't that swell?
And that's more or less the end of the Muppet Christmas Carol. So like, I know I'm not the first person to say this, okay, but like, why did they ever stop doing it? Especially now with Disney Plus, like they could totally make Muppet versions of every public domain book. You have Gonzo and Rizzo as the narrators, you cast a couple humans who play it completely straight, and like you can make one of these every year. Like I don't understand how Disney has no idea how to use the Muppets. Like all the best Muppet movies follow the same format. So just do that. Like the Muppets already exist, the books are free to adapt, it wouldn't cost you that much to do it. Like Disney, what are you doing? You're sitting on a gold mine here. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. And hey, if you want to say hi, send me an email at alexmeyersfanmail@gmail.com. Anyway, hope I made your day a little bit better, and I'll see you all next time.